And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge. Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Middleton outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Off target with his 3. And so Harden will bring it up for the 76ers. Right wing. Here's Maxey. Oh, good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Giannis. Pass to Holiday. Here's Portis. Kicks it out to Giannis. Middleton for 3.
Oh, for 3, not the start they're looking for.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And you have to remember, you're going to have some tough stretches scoring the ball tonight. Just keep a cool head and don't force things.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Portis. Driving to the basket. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Thibault. Back to Embiid.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a first-team all-defensive player.
Unlike a lot of perimeter-oriented teams, GA, offensively, the Bucks can really play inside out.
No doubt, and teams pack in the lane against Milwaukee, but Giannis in particular is a terrific passer, and if you leave a shooter open, he tends to find it.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Outside, Maxey. 4 on the shot clock. It's Harden with the drive.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
On the wing, Giannis. And a slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Here's Embiid, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? Yeah, that's a trick question. Yeah,
Middleton outside. A 3-ball. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Thibault. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Right side Maxey. Kicks it out to Harden. And the rejection by Giannis. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Middleton. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range. Antetokounmpo's got 5 now.
And keeping the defense honest, every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Now into the lineup for your 76ers. D'Anthony Melton. Softball timeout. Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers DNP.
And here's Harden. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Tucker has it in the corner. The 76ers with another miss. And so the first quarter is in the books. Bucks lead by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
7.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. You got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. The 76ers trailed by 3. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Out to Harris. Tucker can't get it to go. Bucks leading by 3. Here's Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Just an absolute master at creating separation. That is a nice move by Harden to free himself up.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Basket good.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pass to Embiid. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Here they come. Lights around the club for your 76ers TNT. Your 76ers TNT. Give them a hand.
Maxey looking it over. Pass to Tucker. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. The 76ers again can't hit it.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Embiid. And here's Tucker. Back to Embiid. Clock at 4. Maxey with it. Picked up by Portis. And that one's good. Maxey.
And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammate. He knows when to make the right pass. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Screen by Ibaka. For 3, Portis. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. 4th team foul.
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. Out to Ibaka. Back to Portis. Tries again.
Still scoreless. You wonder if it's starting to get to him.
No good on the layup. Pass to Embiid. Taken away by Holiday. Middleton outside. Holiday. Portis on the follow.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Maxey. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And, well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And he's good on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Reed. Milton with the ball. Back to Reed. And he banks in the layup. He's got his first 2 points.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The 76ers trail. Pass to Melton. Embiid inside. For the tie. On the wing, Harris. Embiid with it. Clock at 6. Fader on the way. Good on the shot. Embiid's got the game tied up here for Philadelphia. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in socks. For instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Harden has a wide-open look. On the wing, Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Here's Harden following the basket by Giannis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Brilliant move by Harden against the foul, getting the whistle and the bucket.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Timeout called, the Bucks. And Greg, Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Let me hear you once again get loud for your Philadelphia 76ers.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Now here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Bible on the wing. And stolen by Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
an amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
It's Harden with the drive. Outside, Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
A great look provided by Embiid. The big man just dropping dimes.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Embiid. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So both teams making some changes here. 54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out to Harris. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The wide open look here for Ingles. Ibaka outside. That shot no good. Good D by Embiid. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Thibault. Out to Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Banked in off the glass. That's 10 points for Joel Embiid.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
It's tipped. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 1-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. To the paint, Embiid in the corner. Again, Philadelphia.
Just another thing that makes Embiid unguardable. He can hit shots from any spot on the floor.
To the inside. Here's Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Open with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Pass to Tucker. Here's the teardrop. Great D that time from Giannis.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Over to the wing. High post, Embiid. Free throw line jump shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Embiid inside. 2 points. That one goes. Embiid got the lead up to 1 now for Philadelphia.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
And here's Giannis from outside. It's hauled in by Harris. And here are the 76ers now. Pass to Embiid. Back to Harden. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. Shoots over Portis. Embiid, no good. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out to Harris. Down low. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Harden looking it over. Here's Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Embiid got 6 points in the quarter.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
Stolen by Tucker. With 3, Harris. Here's Embiid. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's a 5-point 76ers lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the 76ers. Back to Antetokounmpo. They can't stop the run with that one.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Pass to Embiid. Out to Harris. Now Embiid. 76ers moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Pass to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Kicks it out to Harden. 3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the 76ers lead by 10.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second team foul.
Free throw good, James Harden.
The southpaw, hard, lucky lefty. He's a tremendous offensive player who can pretty much get triple-doubles in bunches.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 12. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
Here's Holiday. Off target. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in
I'm back.